One other pass core, there's two others that are going to have new kind of looks here. One of them, and you've been writing about this guy on Twitter a bit, and we talked about him last week. That's the Bengals with Joe Burrow and the upside he can now bring to this. You have A.J. Green back. You have Tee Higgins now added. And you have Tyler Boyd, who's been balling out these last couple of years, plus Auden Tate, who really lit it up last year. So how does this all shake out, and which, if any, of these guys are you targeting?
It's so crowded, man. Someone even corrected me and was like, "Oh, we got Alex Erickson still there too." So it's
yes, of course.
Yeah, obviously Mixon and Gio are good enough receivers. They're going to get theirs as well. It's tough, but hey, this is kind of like the Edelman thing. I mean, would I want to draft AJ Green as the wide receiver one that we know he can be? No. But when the guy's being priced as like a mid-tier wide receiver 3, okay, then I'm down to gamble on this because more and more with Burrow, it's like the things we have against him are that he transferred from Ohio State once upon a time, and it's like, okay, well, he just went on to, with tougher schedule at LSU, just shatter every record that Haskins was already setting. So whatever, and he's older, which like, okay, if he was a raw Josh Allen type prospect, maybe we were a little more concerned about the age. But when the guy was just past his pro style offense with the most flying colors maybe we've ever seen in a single season, I think we can say that, okay, this offense could be pretty good sooner rather than later. So yeah, man, it's a kind of a mess, but again, there's just upside everywhere, and none of these guys are exactly costing all that much right now. I mean, look, they apparently want Tee Higgins to be in 3 wide receiver sets right away. I mean, a John Ross trade has been floated out there. Higgins feasibly, if he, forms connections early, it wouldn't be shocking to me if he flirts with triple-digit targets. I think Tyler Boyd's the one guy that I just never quite gotten behind. I think he's the clear wide receiver 2 when Green's healthy, and they're priced really close together. Even if Green is somehow out again, which I don't think we need to expect, I could see Higgins and, maybe even Boyd, Higgins or Ross or maybe even Tate fighting with Boyd for that role. So I think Green's spot in the offense is much more secure than Boyd's, what I'm trying to say.
Really interesting there too, yeah. And I think you might have even been the one that tweeted it the other day. That was like the Bengals could become, legit good sooner rather than later. And it might have been Thorman. Thorman. What's that? Sorry.
I was saying the offense.
Oh, yes, of course.
Trash. But
right.
I think it's what I'm saying.
Which I don't. Who cares about defense? I'm not worried about defense at all. But Pat Thorman brought up a good point about how their pace of play under Taylor, when they had just Andy Dalton at QB and no AJ Green, was still 9th in the league, and that they did have some really encouraging offensive developments that I think a lot of people are overlooking because the point total wasn't great, but we saw some intriguing play calling trends. So if this Taylor offense, again, for those that don't know, hailing from that McVay offense that used to light it up, they've got the weaponry. They hopefully have that QB to engineer it all. So I could see them taking a really big leap as a unit. And AJ Green could, as you said, price as a wide receiver 3. We've seen this guy top 5 for so many years. Wouldn't shock me at all to see that happen either. What is up, you Fantasy Wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.